First tattoo I got when I was 17 years old. It's on my back. It's what's in the middle of all that mess. The cross with the angel wing, the devil tail wrapped around the cross. It's all just a big story about balance in life, about good and evil, and that's that. But around all that, there's a big tribal design. Those are big tribal wings that I think look sweet with my big back muscles. Anyways, that's just, there's no meaning. I just like it. My arm's another story. I got a lot of tattoos on my arm. This order-wise, I don't even remember how it got done. But the different geometrical patterns that you can see are all things that are called sacred geometry. That's a lot to explain, so I would highly recommend you going online and looking into that. As well as what this tattoo, this is my skull with a third eye right where your pineal gland in your brain would be, and that probably sounds like some foreign stuff to you, so that's another thing you should probably go on Google and look up, is DMT and the pineal gland in your brain, and that'll blow your mind. Go look that stuff up.
And then after I started wrestling, I came up with the design that's on my trunks and put that on my back. I always wanted to wrestle in Japan, so it actually says Forever Dream in Japanese. And then about a year after my daughter was born, I added the rest of it, and that's actually her name in Japanese writing, along with an Aries symbol, because she's an Aries. Her name is Jaden, so the green represents the jade gemstone that her name comes from.
Right here, didn't turn out exactly like I wanted to. This tattoo right here is from my grandfather, who inspired me to be an amateur wrestler, and we also shared the same love as of pro wrestling together. And he was basically my father figure for my whole life. And it's End of the Trail. It's an Indian tattoo. Unfortunately, I never got to ask him what it really meant before he died of cancer, which was like about a year ago. So that's for him. That's my family tattoos right here. That represents my whole family.
This is my first one. I got this when I was 19, and at this angle it kind of looks like it could be a squid or like a brain with tentacles, but it's actually a heart with tentacles. And the reason I got it is a long time ago, a lot of people had always told me that I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that's why I got it on my arm.
This one is actually done by former WWE superstar Kazarni, Sin Bodhi, for most of you who know him. And I actually got this one 3 hours before a show, where in the match we decided to do a double clothesline, and of course I clotheslined with this arm. This was brand new, probably 2 hours old, and you know, it kind of hurt a lot. I mean, it took away like 2 of my lives, so.
Well, about my tattoo, I got this for my 18th birthday, actually. My brother paid for it all, and it really actually means a lot to me because he has the same one. Him and his friend made a design. He got it years before I did, and I was the only one he let have it. It's a little bit better than his for the sole effect my arms are a little longer than his, so it's a little longer, and the flag is a little bit more detailed. As you can see, it's a little bit light blue right here. It makes it look like the flag is bending a little bit. So yeah, it's a family-related tattoo. Me and my brother are technically cut together, even though we didn't get it at the same time. So it means a lot to me.
And this one is my most recent one that I got just earlier this year. And this one probably has the most it definitely has the most sentimental value to me. It is a heart, the actual heart. On the inside, that logo means friendship, and it says "nothing means more" on the scroll. And the meaning behind it, outside of that being that nothing means more to me than friendship, originally our neighbor, my roommate and I, we had a guy that lived across the street from us, or excuse me, across the hall from us, and wasn't very close with him, but he passed away earlier this year. He died in a car accident. He was only 20 years old. And he's a very down-to-earth, very cool guy. The day that he passed away, myself and my roommate were in Walmart talking about how good of a guy he was and how we should see if he wanted to hang out or something later on that week. And that opportunity was taken away from us. And I wasn't for sure why it bothered me so much. And I realized that there are some friends that I hadn't kept a good relationship with over the years, or we had a falling out. And I realized that despite the fact that wrestling is one of the most important things to me, and that I've put probably more time and effort in than anything else, at the end of the day, I won't have wrestling forever, and I do want to have my friendships forever. And being that people have told me, despite the fact that I'm apparently a cocky man, that I wear my heart on my sleeve, I figured it would be a good spot to get it on my sleeve, on my arm, and got it gathered together and made it fit together. And to me, this is currently the one that means the most to me. And for the time being, probably is going to be the one that holds that spot, because I can't think of anything else that would be more, have more emotion wrapped behind it.